Hi everyone, welcome to yet another of the Obizz podcast series that we're driving as part of COVID Kenya. And by now, you know, we try to spread wisdom on physical health, on wellness, and on business and economic topics, especially related to the pandemic. And today we're once again focusing on the wellness side. And I'm very pleased to welcome Namrata Shah, who is part of the Art of Living organization here in Nairobi. Welcome to Namrata.
Thanks,
So maybe just to start off, and I have a confession to make. I've been very skeptical of some of these wellness related organizations and some of these tools, especially on meditation, yoga. Personally, I've never practiced it, but I think going through these podcasts, it is certainly an eye-opener for me, and I'm really looking forward to try out some of these techniques to benefit me, because I, together with everybody else, is facing a lot of anxiety.
Yes.
And if there are practical tools that one can use, then why not? So once again, thank you for agreeing to share some of the wisdom on the techniques that you have. So maybe to start off, what is Art of Living?
So the Art of Living is an organization that has a presence in 156 countries around the world. Mm-hmm. And it has reached, through its programs and service projects, more than 420 million people worldwide.
Okay.
And the core of the programs that we teach is a breathing technique known as Sudarshan Kriya meditation, mm-hmm. which is a world-renowned technique known to release stress, known to let go of anxiety, and it's also scientifically proven. So the organization is a mix of service projects, a mix of volunteers, people who give their time to go out and teach people about the benefits of breathing, about how to build themselves as individuals. And it's, of course, as I said, 100% voluntary based.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it linked to any religion or sort of spiritual side of things?
So it is a spiritual organization in its own sense, right. But it's a lot focused on how to build the individual. And that is done through the volunteering that you do. It's done through the service projects that you initiate. And it's not religious. We have teachers from all over the world. We have teachers from all religions, all walks of life, people who are stressed, anyone who's stressed mm-hmm. and needs a way to deal with it can do the program.
Okay.
So there's no dogma involved in spirituality. It's a lot about how you deal with your life's situations, how you deal with the challenges you're faced with, how you deal with the situations that are presented in front of you. And I think these are the big questions that people are asking all over the world. How can I improve my relationships? How can I be a better person? Whether it be in my jobs, whether it be as a mother, whether it be as a student, whether it be as an employee, whether it be as a CFO of a company, whether it be the president of a country, all of that matters now. Mm-hmm. And the Art of Living and the techniques that we teach and the program, it's such a well-rounded approach to life mm-hmm. that you can use it in your everyday to-day life as a practical way to deal with everyday problems. Yeah.
Okay. And it is led by one spiritual leader who's called Sri Ravi Shankar.
Yes, you can call him a spiritual leader. You can call him a world humanitarian. You can call him a peace ambassador. He's globally renowned for all the work that he does. His name is Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar. Mm-hmm. And he founded the Art of Living in 1982 mm-hmm. and also came up with the technique known as Sudarshan Kriya meditation, which is taught around the world. Mm-hmm. But you should know that it's a globally accepted program. Presidents, leaders of the world. In fact, Gurudev Sri was actively involved in conflict resolution in Colombia.
Okay.
And he's done so many of these world, building peace around the world, not through preaching, but through allowing people to experience for themselves how a breathing technique and how to take care of your own mind can help you to deal with life's problems.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So how basic can one get involved in this technique or this program? And then how long does it take to get to a very advanced level? And what does advanced level mean? Because I take it you're a advanced teacher.
Yeah, I've been teaching since I've been involved in the art of living for 24 years, teaching for 22 of those 24 around the world. I moved to Mexico and then to India, and I was teaching there as well. I taught hundreds of people in Mexico. I just started off with a small program, and then it just went that people felt so good. They felt like they could let go of their stress, and it just moved on from there. So in terms of the basic requirement is that you breathe, or that's it. You just need to be breathing and then wanting to change your life or do something that would help you to deal with everyday anxiety, everyday challenges. And I think everybody's in that boat where they have some kind of stress, they have some kind of situation or some kind of challenges. And just by focusing on your breath and focusing on how you can deal with that, it helps you to understand yourself as a better person. So that's the only prerequisite you require.
Okay. So how does one learn some of these techniques practically? Is there some courses you run, or is it one-on-one coaching?
So we don't do one-on-one. It's a group program, and we're registered here as a non-profit, non-governmental organization. We have a group of trustees who we have paid programs and free programs. So both of these are used towards development of the people, more programs that we can do and initiate. For example, I've taught more than 2,200 youth between 2017 and 2019 in the low-income areas in Kibera and Kangware, in Dagoretti.
Wow.
In all these areas, I started off with one school. And the reason I did that was because when I did the program, I was very young. And I noticed how it had changed my life completely. I was a very angry young girl. I wanted to do things differently, and I was rebellious, and I can't imagine what kind of stress I must have given my mom. And then when I take myself forward into where I am right now, I understand that the youth are also facing the same situations. They have life questions. They want to be better. They want to understand themselves better. They want to succeed. And when I was young, I was given the opportunity to do the program. And those tools that I was given, and you can see them as tools like the breathing technique and the life skills that you're taught. And they are mind skills. For example, and I know everybody would have heard this, when your mind is in the past, you're not able to focus much on what you need to do. Or if you're constantly thinking about the future, you're also stuck in that. So how then can you be productive? And the idea is, and I know many of us have read that, is to live in the present moment.
Yes.
But how do you do that? And if you notice, your breath is with you every moment to moment to moment.
True,
so the more you work with your breath, the more you have the ability to be in the moment, to be more productive and more focused. So I noticed how my life had changed over time, and how the techniques and the tools I was given, if I applied them, it really made a difference. So I went out into the schools and I talked to the teachers. I told them how it helped me in my own exams. I came last in my class, actually. And when I did the program, I managed to get into one of the top universities of the world.
Fantastic.
So, these kind of things don't happen just by chance. You have to take it as an opportunity. And the second is to know that, yes, the technique was benefiting me, and on a practical level. And so the success story is, when I went into one school, the word spread, and then I went into another school, and the directors themselves noticed huge changes in the children. So they kept saying, come in and take follow-ups for us, make sure the kids remember the breathing techniques. And so I did that. And I have, testimonials, so many of them. I shared some of them in my bio of the kids writing how they felt less stressed, and how they felt more happy. So what makes a successful person? a successful person is somebody who's able to smile and able to deal with their challenges. This is the art of living. It's not a philosophy. It's just a way of life, to be honest.
Okay. That sounds very, very powerful. So just practically, how long in a day does one need to practice these techniques, and how long does it take to have some sort of proficiency to be able to see it making an impact?
So not long, Sneha.
Right.
Once you do the program, you're given a lifelong technique which takes 20 minutes per day. So you can choose to do it either in the morning or you can choose to do it in the evening.
Just 20 minutes a day.
Correct.
And do you have to change the way you breathe during rest of the day, or can you just do it for those 20 minutes and you're done and dusted?
You just do it for those 20 minutes and you're done and dusted.
Okay.
And your day progresses as per normal.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long do you need to be doing that consistently to start seeing some changes?
So, I feel that since the COVID outbreak happened, people are more focused on mental well-being.
Yes.
And in the same way, like we brush our teeth every morning, we're not going to leave the house without doing that because it's become a habit.
Yes.
In the same way, we need to also practice mental hygiene. Let go of the negative emotions that we're feeling. Let go of, any frustrations that we have that we collect during the day or any stress. So this mental hygiene is practiced through the breathing technique. And so that's how it works.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's amazing the work you're doing with some of the schools here, especially in the slums with the underprivileged children. Who have many different challenges to go through, and sometimes you find whether it's charity or sharing knowledge, people go and do this voluntary work. But the question is, what is the absorption rate for those kind of things, and to what extent is that followed up? So do you have evidence, and how do you make sure that those children who have many other challenges, just having food on a day-to-day basis being one. So in terms of their priorities, where does this rank, and how do you ensure that they do follow up to make a difference to their lives?
Yeah, so when I first went into the schools, I came with the breathing technique. I didn't give them anything as an incentive. I just said, this is what I have. It's a program. It's taught all over the world. The same program is taught, the same format is taught all over the world. So let me teach the kids, and after that we can see how to take it forward. So that's how we started off. We piloted it like that. And of course, as we did the technique and as we got to know the schools and we built a great relationship with them, we found that, our schools became projects in themselves. I linked most of the schools with corporates so that they could be helped in terms of learning materials. And sometimes they would have an issue for food. So we would definitely give them links to have the food given to the schools. And, we have one school in Dagoretti where we built classrooms. And this has been one of our success stories. And we're going to build them in another school as well.
Okay, so there's charity linked to this as well.
Well, it's not that I chose that this is how I'm going to, I didn't plan it this way. It just developed into that kind of project. And of course, we're going to be giving follow-ups into the schools post-COVID. And pre-COVID, we were already doing them.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Which is follow-ups means the breathing techniques.
Right,
yeah.
Right. Are you running any specific programs relating to the COVID pandemic? And if somebody wants to start doing this, practically, how do they go about doing it?
Yes, we are. We've done several free breathe and meditate sessions on Zoom, online, and we rolled them out since March. And we've had great turnouts, people experiencing the breathing techniques and how
So just practically, if somebody wants to sign up for this, where do they go?
They can go to our website, www.artofliving.org. They can sign up for any one of our programs, and there are numbers there. They can call us to let us know about if they'd like to join any of our free sessions.
Okay, so that is the global website. So, but there is a section where they can sign up for example, for Kenya.
Yeah, there is a Kenya specific information there, which is automatically you're sent to that.
And how many followers and volunteers do you have in this part of the world?
We have quite a few. Right now we're a core group of about 25 volunteers, and we have about 10 teachers, and around the world more than 25,000 to 30,000 teachers.
Wow.
Globally, from different countries and different walks of life.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's very powerful. Any last message you want to give to our listeners?
Yeah, so how you notice if you're breathing. I don't know if you've noticed that, Sneha. When you're angry or you're stressed, how does your breathing become?
I guess very heavy, erratic.
Okay. So there is a direct link between your emotions and your breath.
Yes.
And if you look at an analogy of a kite, your breath is like the string of the kite, and the kite is like the mind. So the more you learn to work with your breath, the more you're able to learn to work with your mind and these emotions, and to let go of them, and then live a healthy, happy life.
Okay. And just a follow-up is, when is the last time you got angry?
I do get angry.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
So it's not that I don't, but the time frame of me getting angry is very less. I don't chew over it for days. It may take me 2 days or a day, or maybe 20 minutes, and then I'm over it.
Right.
Yeah.
So anger, I guess, is part of human nature. But what Art of Living teaches you is how to respond to anger, or how to deal with
Of course.
when you have anger.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
so anger management, as we know, is very, very key at this point of time. So,
Yeah.
well, we request our listeners to be open and really go and explore the art of living.
Thank you.
So thank you once again.
Okay.